Alright, time for some Roads of Avalon gathering. I haven't tried the Battle Axe since the rework of the E, so I'm going to test it out today. Let me check the passes. Doesn't really make a huge difference. Exceeding the damage and timing it well with my W and E will probably be the best option. Just the standard big mob kill gear. I'm taking a tier 8 Gamekeeper's Journal with me, because in the roads it's actually possible to find some tier 8 stuff. And otherwise just the standard deal. Today I actually already was in the north and the south, and the roads of Avalon portals there were mostly suitable for PvE. I didn't see many nodes, many areas there, so that's why I'm going to the east here and see if I can find some nice gathering roads. Well, that's a random person. And he is in a party. And there's another random person. The only question is, how many are they? Are they actually dangerous? I mean, they all had rather low IP and not the best item builds for any kind of content. So, I mean, the Warbow had a fine build, but not for group content, you know? It's a nice solo build. You can try to randomly kill random people who are not careful with it, or do corrupted dungeons. But it's not really good for anything else. The area, or not the area, the map doesn't seem to be too low. And right when I say this, I notice that those mobs are tier 4, the resource mobs are tier 5. But just as it was the last times, I can take all the tier 5 items. I actually need to switch my W. Oh, I forgot my tools. Well, I knew something was missing. My inventory looked so empty, actually. Uh-oh. I knew something was missing. Let's see if those two guys are still there. I wonder if they are only two. Could just use my other gear and kill them. Looks like they are only two, huh? I cannot really chase this guy, which would make a fight really annoying. I could have checked the whole hide area before getting my equipment actually. If it was totally empty, I could have gone for a different roads portal directly. Because the map wasn't of too high level. Since I died in the last Black Zone Gathering tour, I need to buy my nice and expensive Avalonian tools instead of just taking them from my from my bank. I'm too lazy to travel around and check the prices in the different towns. I might save 100k here and there, but it would also take me like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And when I consider that, well, it would be worth it if I compare it to the profit I make when gathering, especially when gathering in the roads, where I make like, in the last couple of months, probably more, maybe 1.5 million silver per hour. An hour is 60 minutes, 1.5 divided by 60. 250k per 10 minutes. So it's actually close. Do I still have my free use? I don't. Ah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Somebody gathered the big stone stack here. Interesting. Oh, and there's actually not the roads portal here. What? What? I might actually just wait until those 2 minutes are over. I sadly don't know. I simply didn't check the other road portals if the map actually has potential. Didn't check if they lead deeper into the roads or if this was a dead end. I'm just going to wait the 2 minutes and see if I can find some highly enchanted low tier resources here. Maybe I find some 4.3, 5.2, which is worth gathering. The other maps there were 2 big stacks, but sadly those stacks were stone. Any highly enchanted resources here? 1 minute left. That's not too much time that I still need to wait. So I'm quickly going to check if somebody is suiciding at the crystal spider. And then I'm going to check out the hide area. Hopefully, actually I'm not sure if it can still be tier 5 and tier 4. I haven't seen any tier 4 pigs and those are never taken, those are never gathered. So I would assume that the area that I was at is a tier 5 and tier 6 hide area actually. Because nobody farms those tier 4 hide animals. Likewise, they should always be there. Those guys are still here? Oh no. It's a different guild, different players, a healer. Huh. Quite some people are walking around. I mean, I've been just doing a Roads of Avalon TV video, and I found quite some people as well there. Tier 5 and tier 6. And there's even a little bit to take still. Oh, somebody really wanted those wolf babies here. And already did a little bit of work for me, so I don't need to kill all those bears, even though it wouldn't take too long with the poison buff. It's just too good. Only 2 more different portals, one leads deeper, somebody went there though. Hopefully not the Gatherer. It's quite possible though. I'm going to walk around the area. Maybe there are some cats. Maybe there's even some big stuff. Some nice old or ancient cats, please. I mean, whoever killed the mobs inside also might have not been able to kill ancient mobs. So it's always a possibility. And those low tier 5, tier 6 mobs are definitely doable with my gear that I'm carrying with me. So there's always some potential. But it's rather unlikely since I'm so close to the Fort Sterling portal. Which means that this map is very accessible. A lot of people may check it out, especially gatherers. Gatherers should mostly be gathering solo. Likewise, green portals are no barrier for them. The stone area was tier 6. Maybe this one has some tier 7 stuff. Definitely those areas here are located in comfortable spots, tier 8 even. And it's taken, which is not so nice. Tier 8. Tier 4 mobs on the map. And still rather high tier gathering areas. Quite interesting. Let's see if it's a similar case for the ore area up there. A small little ore node. One person 5 minutes ago. One person doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the world. There's always the hope that there was no gatherer. These little tree things look like treasures to me. They're not used to the new treasure model. Low tier garbage. Little shade sink. Well, as always, I'm looking for a lot of portals that lead deeper. This name doesn't really seem too deep to me, but I am actually mistaken. Xeros Iarom or whatever that was might also be rather nice. Legendary chests, potential, I have to say. Bring up my hope a little bit. Let's see. This thing might not be doable. Let's see. Should be optimal. Okay. Oh, did I already eat? Whoops. Actually made a mistake. I used my mercenary jacket while having my boots on, and also because of the stone over my head, I don't think I will be able to use my Spectral Diaball to reset my cooldowns. This guy did a lot of damage. I only used the first E, I think. Which only deals damage and doesn't heal me. More boots. Doesn't look too good. I mean, I got it down to half health. So if I wait long enough for all my cooldowns to come back, this is really not the optimal. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Yeah, it's kind of close actually. It's somewhat close. This might be doable. This actually might be doable with a little bit more levels in my items. Or me executing cleaner. Looks doable, looks doable. I mean, I'm not a big fan of trying those things a million times until I finally succeed. So I don't feel like trying it now. I'd rather use higher tier gear next time. The question is, how good is the X? How much cooldown does the E have? 20 seconds, right? Yeah, 20 seconds. I wonder if it's better than the Druid staff. It might be. It might be. I mean, if I'm able to almost kill tier 7 ancient mobs with this stuff, just getting one higher tier for it. For this equipment should make me able to do at least those tier 7 stone ancient mobs. Should be doable. Kinda sad that I accidentally ate my second roast pork. Tier 5 and tier 6. I mean, if there's some highly enchanted wood, maybe. Can there even be wood up here? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Nothing special here, I suppose. I'll try to remember to bring tier 9 gear instead of tier 8 gear next time for the ancient mobs. Do I want to gather tier 6 stuff? If yes, then I probably also should have taken the tier 6 wood. I probably want to do so. I don't want to kill those things, but I think I want to gather the resources if they are just lying right on the floor. Worth almost 1k per piece. Oh, the other map was also, the other portal was also leading deeper. There's a portal leading deeper. This is good for going outside. Frag McGear is the red zone. But it's a green portal. 2 people went deeper. I've got the feeling that red zones and black zones can both lead to the same quality of rogues portals, so seeing a red zone portal here shouldn't necessarily mean that this map is garbage. And also there are all these tier 6 mobs here, so it means that the map is probably not garbage. But it still actually might be kinda garbage, since those are only stone areas. If those are low level, or even tier 5 and tier 6, it's not going to be too great. Tier 5 wood. Nah, I'm not going to take that. Titan even. Titan. Still about time for me to kill some titans, because I haven't done so and I want to know how many stacks they have. I've read some stuff that titans have either 2500 stacks or something different. I don't remember anymore exactly though. So I really want to just see it with my own eyes. But this Slay Titan wouldn't even be worth it in any way. Like, just not worth it to gather 4 players to actually be able to kill it. Just not worth it. The loot is so low, so bad. Still got my roast pork on. Still didn't switch to pork pie. I mean, this ancient tier 5 tree is a lot of wood. A lot. It's probably worth 50 to 100k. I guess I'm just going to do it just to test the battle axe a little bit more. And the loot shouldn't be too terrible. And to make some more use of my roast pork. I really didn't want to get hit by those things. This guy casting this much is actually pretty good for me. Only question is now, do I want to run around for some cooldowns? I probably do want to do so. Yeah, the tree guy might be easier than the stone guy, because he doesn't produce these stones over my head that do damage over time. Not over time, but definitely do damage, which is not avoidable. Yeah, well, this one was rather doable. Okay, let's see how much I'm going to get from this. Hopefully more than 50k. Because it also takes a while to gather this. It's my level 32. Yeah, it's definitely going to be more than 50k. I haven't even taken 1/5 of it and I already have 20k. So now I basically have 1/5. So I'm going to get 5 times of what I have right now, so I will have 100k from this. Interesting to see how much time it takes to gather it though. 35.6 is the recording time for now, so let's see how much time has passed when I'm done with this. So I can actually estimate how much money I make per time when gathering this thing. Killing it probably took 2 or 3 minutes, I would guess, which is also necessary to take into account. But one matter of the fact is that if I do this more often, I will gather it quicker and get more loot from it, so which makes it worth not worth more. Well, it definitely also makes it worth more, of course, but makes it way more efficient to do these things. I mean, it's pretty heavy, this stuff. Really gets onto my carry weight. Maybe I should have checked if there are more of these. Already gathering for 2 minutes. I would just assume that it took me 3 minutes to kill it. Also, I need to take into account that I'm not using gathering gear, which would make it better to gather this. So it took me 3 minutes to gather it, about 3 minutes to kill it, and I've gotten 123k. 6 minutes, 123k. It's not that good. It's not that good. It's not completely terrible. If I kill it quicker, if I gather it quicker, it can become good. Tier 7 wood, Tier 8 wood, but already taken. $1.35k. Did the price rise? I think it was worth less the last time I checked. Let's see how much one tier 5 wood piece is worth. 239. That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. I wish I had some more roast pork. Even though rather soon I'm not going to be able to use it anymore, otherwise I will be overweight. So... which was the reason why I only took 2 with me. If I actually managed to kill 1 or 2 ancient mobs, my carry rate should be too high anyways. Okay, so... let's see what this map holds for me. Don't recall the name, so perhaps a nice one. Perhaps. Gatherer, that's not nice. That's really not good. I mean, there's always a chance that he doesn't have every gathering profession on tier 8, just like me, but... feels like most gatherers are able to gather more than one resource. The only question is just how many resources can they gather in certain tiers. Tier 5. First aggro, I do. Only question is, did I actually manage to reset the bot? But hey, there's always a chance that these areas are low. And likewise, people don't want to get the tier 5 fight, so I at least get something. The moment of truth, and it's empty because it's a good area. Annoying. Actually missed my execute. Annoying as well, but I got a book. I got a book for missing my execute. Also, it's kind of unfortunate that I didn't have tier 5 wood books with me. But I guess now, after counting another book, what's going on? After counting, guessing how much money I make by killing such a tier 5 ancient tree mob, it's probably not worth it to do so. Unless I find absolutely nothing. Which can always be the case in the roads. I really would have liked to find that thing. That's sad. Some nice tier 6 hide from an aspect. And this aspect is really easy to kill. Solo. Wasn't possible to go deeper here, so just going to take one portal here to go to the outside world and find another world portal. checking the outside. Hoping for ancient mods. Ancient mobs, please. I believe I'm able to do them even without roast pork on tier 5 and tier 6. Might actually not be possible though. I'm not sure. Also, I'm not exactly sure how much time I have. So maybe I'll actually just bring back loot once, take some more roast pork with me and continue. Tier 5, tier 6. Okay, so doesn't really matter which portal I take. Vanilla Basin, bring some basin. I'm closer to the blue portal, I believe, so I'm going to take this one. Not a big difference. I said I wanted to gather tier 6 resources. I've just remembered. So give me that tier 6 ore. I don't think I want to check out the fiber area. Fiber areas are the... I don't know if they are definitely the best areas. Height areas might be a little bit better or equal. I missed my execute. But because it's such a great area, fiber and height are the most valuable resources. It's most likely empty. Most likely. And it's really far away. It's a really long way there. So I think I'm just going to continue looking for better roads portals. But Roads of Avalon Gathering seems rather rough unless you have a lot of time and go really deep until you finally find a map where nobody has been for a while. Or you do gather in the roads, which seems to be more efficient than solo gathering in the roads, to be perfectly honest. Because you can kill all the ancient mobs and a lot of aspects. There's even another road portal. It's a yellow zone. It's actually a yellow zone. Whoops. Interesting. And a yellow zone with 2 road portals, that's rather uncommon. That's not so common. Interesting. This being a yellow zone also explains why this light crossbow player only had 1k IP. I probably should take the 4.2 wood with me. Whoops. Oh, 5k. Wow. Well, let's see the difference. 10k. Fiber being worth twice as much. 4.2 wood is really not that good. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. 7 out of 7, there's potential. Where am I? I'm not too... I'm somewhat far away from the town, which is good. So, potential. Gathering areas. Ah, Flintstone. Ah! 2 portals leading deeper, tier 4. Oh. I mean, the hide areas will be fine anyhow. The fiber area might be fine. Flintstone is close to a town, right? Should be close. Flintstone. Close to Limhurst. 2 maps. Thinking about getting some road. Because in those maps here there may be some ancient mobs that nobody was able... Oh, old! Wait. Is it actually old? Not old, right? Or it's just the thingy missing? Seems pretty tanky and it's only tier 6, so it's actually old, but the old symbol is not there. Did they remove it or is it just a bug? Yeah, 19 stacks. Did they remove the symbol? Those evil people? But old tier 6 mobs being up is a great sign. It's a great sign. If this wolf has 6 stacks, then this area might be pretty good. And with area I mean net. But it only has 1 stack. So it might have been just lucky that this thing respawned shortly. Before I came here, everything else has 1 stack. I mean, the bears have 5 stacks, but nobody gathers bears. So that's not something you can judge the rest from. Tier 5, tier 4 is bad. It's a bad. 1 tier 5. Oh! 4.3. 5.3 would have been better. But there are some cats. I kinda need to hurry before this stuff... Did it already lose its enchantment? Are you serious? Come on! Come on! Seriously? Was about to say I need to hurry up before it loses its enchantment. And right then it actually loses its enchantment. Holy... I actually got hit by a stun of a bear, which means my Fort Sterling cape cooldown is ticking. Which is not good. Which is very not good. Still have no poison buff, so... they're all in one group. Okay. I didn't manage to hit this bear with the poison. I think I can just kill those things here and then reset the rest. Are they all dead? No, the cat is still alive. Goodbye. I'm back. It was a long time. Level 75 still. Okay. Going to check out the fiber area and then go deeper. 7 people went deeper there. I could just hope that this means that those players are a big PvE group. And reset. Stone area into ore area into fiber area is the game plan. I jumped into the stun of the cat and my Fort Sterling is on cooldown again. Not the best situation. And I'm getting hungry, which is also not the best situation. Does this stone area actually have potential? Is the big question on my mind right now. And my guess is that the chances are low. But let's see. Let's see. Tier 8, let's go. 5.2, okay. I'm going to take it. That's probably better than what I would have expected. Anything else? I mean, it's not really possible to find anything else here. Well, maybe 6.2, 6.3 stone. Possibly. A lot of people are going in there, or did go in there. Somebody suicided there, so either they are transporting stuff or it was a scout. Ha 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 ha. Weird occurrences. Weird situation. There's a person. Is there anything worth gathering? Why was he running around like that? I probably could have just killed him with my gathering gear. I mean, I don't know if I would be able to chase him, but... Wah. Probably not worth killing him though, unless he has loot. Otherwise I would most likely just throw away everything he has, at least. Of the things that he had equipped, this is a low tier area. Do I want to stick around and gather all the tier 5 fights? Probably. Probably. Sorry, it was a mistake. I didn't mean to be mean. Tier 4. Tier 5. But sadly bears instead of cats. Which would be way better. But maybe I dropped some books again. Maybe I'll find something to read. I didn't. Problem with these tier 4 and tier 5 areas is what I've already have mentioned in the past, that there cannot spawn any old or ancient mobs, which is really what makes the difference in the roads. Four cats on me. No. What? Albion. Just Albion things. Just a little Albion thing. I already thought I lost the aggro. I was already sad and disappointed. But then I saw the truth. Bum bum bum. I mean, the only thing I can find here is 5.2 and 5.3 and 4.2 and 4.3 fiber. Everything else I wouldn't even touch. People are still going into this blue portal. Maybe it's a transport route or something. Very weird. Maybe there's a legendary golden chest. Legendary chests, legendary dungeons. Just the only possibility for me to explain why so many people are going in there. Or it's a really great transport route. One of those two options, I would suppose. I would assume. I would guess. I would think. I would believe. I would consider. Really weird. But if it's the case, if the first option is the case, then I would actually want to go into the map. Because... Okay, those people are not coming from here. This is a low tier map, but there's heights, so I can gather tier 5 heights. And there's always the potential that those nodes are actually of a higher level. And there's an amazing treasure. Oh, even 5k, 5.56. High tier, high tier, high tier. Three mobs for me. Okay. So this is worst possible level for a node. Let's see. I mean, I believe it's basically impossible while having so many different areas in this map for all of them to be tier 4 and tier 5. There's always some variety in levels. So the only question is if this variety only ranges from tier 4 to tier 6. Which would be quite bad. Terrible? I mean, if those nodes are insanely terrible, there's the potential that they are not gathered for a while and then get highly enchanted, I guess. Could find some 5.3, 4.3 resources. which are totally fine. My pork pie ran out. Need to refresh that. Tier 6 and tier 7. Okay. Do I need to kill this guy? Probably do. I'll skip those trees up there. Will I? Could pull together both trees and just take all the tier 6 wood. I could indeed do so. I might indeed do so. I think I will. I think I will. Do I want to switch to the battle axe for that? Yeah. Should be quicker than the bloodletter. Well, actually, I'm not too sure about that. I mean, I have 250 more IP on the bloodletter, so but well, the damage is pretty good here. Almost 250 more IP. Don't want to accidentally gather the stone. Oh, I forgot to eat. Wow. People running around taking the low tier wood. Blue zones. Pengarn. That's really close to Fort Starling, right? There's a tiger attacking me. It's not that close. Not that close. I mean, it's really close, but I wanted a map that's directly at a town. I can't even use the normal streets here in the roads on this map because it's so low level. I'm not going to gather anything that's on those forest streets, roads, something. I would like to know what you would call these streets actually. I don't have a good way to differentiate the yellow streets from the brown streets. But now that I'm talking about it and saying it out loud, I will probably just call them yellow and brown streets in the future to differentiate. Because on the yellow streets you got those arrows which when you run over them give you additional movement speed, and likewise you want to use them if you got no business in the brown streets. Which I sometimes do if those maps are level tier 5 and tier 6. Then I actually want to kill all the tigers there. Is it a book or is it a tiger baby? It's a tiger baby. Okay, and before this thing loses its enchantment, I'm going to gather it. Am I gathering it quickly enough? Yep, I can gather it while this elemental attacks me. Which should be more time efficient. And then I'm just going to reset you. Goodbye. Connection problem, the game says. And I say I don't think so. What about no connection problem? Also, I don't know baby tigers can drop from the tier 4 tigers. Which is also a big question mark. Going to check out the hide area first. Better than tier 4 and 5, please. Damn. Still got my poison buff. Comfortable. Low tier rose gathering. Any enchantment perhaps? Actually this guy is rather low. I also could gather why he's attacking me, especially hide. I'm gathering it really quickly because I'm so high level on it. But he was really low. Didn't take much time to kill him. Tiger, cat, bear. Trying to hit every mob with my poison. Don't really feel like killing this guy. Just need to be careful that nobody's ganking me. I wouldn't advise anybody to do this. Somewhat risky. On rather low health actually, so I think I should have waited a little bit longer before I started that. But I think I can gather these already and regenerate my life back while gathering. Just trying to be time efficient. %, carry rate already. 4.2 or... Nah. I think I'll take it. I think I'll take it. Already level 12. Amazing. Tier 4, tier 5. Can you go away, Mr. Tier 4? Thank you. Tier 5. Since my carry rate is rather high and my hunger is also starting to distract me. I think I may take the way there to Pengarn and start traveling towards Port Sterling and take the Rhodes portals on the way. And check if they got some more low tier hide areas. Or potentially even something better. Tier 5 only. I'm still going to check out the wood area, I believe. There's an amazing treasure. I think the treasures should be changed. That you very rarely find them only. And if you find them, they have way more silver they drop and way better loot. I mean chances for way better loot. So it would make it much more desirable to kill them. I mean right now it's always worth it to kill them because they give so much silver and you barely make more silver. In any other activity. Like you only need seconds to dismount, kill it with your Q spell, pick up the silver automatically and mount up again and lose a little bit of gallop time. It's like, I don't know, a couple of seconds for at least 3k on average, more like 7, 8 or 9k silver. Should always be worth it to kill them, but still it feels like it's just an annoying mandatory thing instead of being like, oh nice, I found a treasure, there's crazy potential, there's good loot, definitely, like maybe 30k, 50k, 100k. Make them a little harder to detect, maybe. Make them much rarer, more rare. More rare. And then it would feel much better to find treasures, and it would feel much better to kill them. Killing treasures. More like cracking them open. That would be nice. Tier 8 from a blue zone. Runnel Sink. Deeper Pengant. Pengant? Isn't Pengant? Yep. Okay, nice. I'll check the deeper portal. Tonitas equal might not be. I really don't remember. I have no idea. So it might be amazing, it might be trash, it might be mediocre. On White Bank Shore, Sandrift expands. Deeper. 2 people went deeper as well. Big ore area, rather high tier map. Do I want to check out all the small nodes is a question. That's what I'm wondering. Only 1, only 2, but only 2 is actually not only, if you know what I mean. 2 is not terrible. And there's some tier 8 stuff. Okay. Okay. Oh, actually found tier 8 stuff. Let's see. What's the value? 6.5k. I'm trying to think how much it was worth the last time I checked. It might have been the same actually. I feel like it was the same. Like tier 8 hide is worth like, or was worth like 8k. Fiber a little less, maybe 7k, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit of learn point spending. And then tier 8 ore, the third best resource. Actually, yeah, I think tier 8 ore and tier 8 stone are extremely close concerning the price. I do believe so. I do indeed do. Oh, never mind, it's ore. Okay, where are my ore journals? Ore journals? Where you at? There you at. No, that's lumberjack. Did I actually forgot to take prospector journals with me. No! No! How could this happen to me? I don't understand. Forgetting so much stuff today. My tools and now prospector journals. The good old prospector journals. And ore is even one of the resources that's more probable to be found in the roads. So it hits even heavier, harder. Annoying. And that's all because I died in my last black zone gathering tour. Otherwise I would have had all the items ready and just picked them up. I very rarely need to rebuy this stuff, as you can imagine. Nothing. Nothing is rather little. Is not that much. White bank, sure. I think that's not direct to... Well, it's definitely not a black zone portal map, so... I prefer Pengan. There were people here. Because 2 people went out of the green portal that I came through, and 2 people went deeper. Huh. Let's see if there's some stuff left. The tier 8 ore in the hide area I first visited probably just freshly respawned then, since all the other stuff was taken except some tier 6. Or no, it also freshly respawned. Had only one stack. It didn't freshly respawn, it freshly refreshed. Her. Yep. Somewhat empty. And I don't have my journals. Not good, not good. High tier area though, high tier map. Is what I wanted to say. High tier map. And the gatherers probably, you know, well, I have no idea. They either went out or they went. I mean, both portals just lead deeper. Oh, 7.3. That was nice for somebody that I used to know. Anything else? Nope. Everything taken. I'll still check out the blue portal. And then go to Pengen. And before that, do I want to check? Nah, I really don't want to check out the stone areas in the map before. Okay, somebody didn't like taking the tier 6 fiber, which I do not necessarily understand. Tier 6 fiber is totally okay. 900 per piece. Totally okay. I mean, somebody was taking the tier 6 wood, so why not take the tier 6 fiber? Yeah, I'll go to the yellow streets to be quicker. I mean, in this map, I could take the way. I could walk over the brown streets, to be honest. There can be tigers. And tigers can have a lot of valuable tier 6 hide. And even more valuable tiger babies. But I would suppose... I don't know. I probably should have taken the brown street. Brown street. A quick little peek into the fiber area. Anything? Nothing. Tier 8. Tier 8. High level map. High level map. Really juicy. If this stuff was up. But rather accessible with all these Pengan portals. So rather unlikely to find amazing stuff. Okay. Nah. If the mobs on the brown streets are not tier 6, I'm going to turn back. Okay. Okay. But all the ores was empty in the last map. So the danger is that those areas are empty as well. Don't annoy me, actually. Oops. Bye. Goodbye. Let's see. I mean, the best case would be there's some kind of aspect. They are a group of two, a healer and a damage dealer. They are fighting the aspect. They are low. I come in with my bloodletter, execute the healer, chase down the other guy, and loot everything. That's the best case. 6.1 oil is nice. And then I can also gather the other physics ore. But does this situation here mean that people didn't go here together? I mean, this case of a scenario actually makes me start getting hope for the big area. Or people just went to the big area only, or they went there first. Huh. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. This definitely was a good area somewhere in the past. I probably need to eat. 80% carry weight. Last time I underestimated my food independent carry weight capacities. It was like 20%. I don't think I'm going to check out the stone notes on the map that I'm going to pass through, because it's just way too accessible. So if there was anything good, it should be gone. And if it's just low tier, then those areas are just terrible anyways and not worth gathering. Hide your maps, hide your maps. Too accessible though. I wasn't very lucky finding any ways into deeper roads. But I also don't have too much time right now, otherwise I might have just brought away some loot, but I didn't find any deeper leading promising portals as well, so I wouldn't have benefited from playing longer, because I would still be searching for any possibility to venture deep into the roads. The portals, the roads maps I've checked this run all didn't lead very deep. Sadly, they were rather short. The connections were rather short. Silver. Okay. One minute. Can I get to the bank before this minute runs out? I don't think so. I don't think so. But maybe. Possibly. Potentially. I don't think so. Or maybe. Let's see. 22 seconds. Might be doable, depending on the loading screens. 2 loading screens to go. I'm rather far from the bank. Can I do it? I actually got to the bank, okay. And I still had 1 second left. 104%. Okay. Here's the loot from the solo PvE. Let me quickly split that stuff. Let's put the stuff away. This stuff as well. Okay, Now give me all that stuff that was in here before. Put it somewhere else. And now 1.25 million, that's terrible, for 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's not completely terrible, like making $1 million an hour, when you're really unlucky and find nothing at all. It's still, like, the time wasn't wasted. But, I mean in general, if I go into the black zone, I always make more than that, definitely. Basically always make more than that. Well, Roads of Avalon Gathering is really better if you're either extremely lucky or if you're going duo, so you can kill the ancient mobs. That's really interesting. The duo gathering is probably better for the roads.